Okay, Sunday. Okay. Hope there wasn't like a skip because it was a bad connection for like a second. But happy Sunday. It's hot. I have gotten a lot of vitamin D outside today. I should have because it was so hot when I was outside walking. But anywho, I hope you guys are doing great. Are you ready? Where are my aspiring authors at? Are you ready for what is about to go down on August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.? But that's what we're about to talk about tonight. This Shoot Your Shot Aspiring Authors Workshop. It is going down. And I'm going to talk about how I really kind of got to this point, what made me decide to do this. As you can see on my shirt, I've been a published author since 2016. 2016, so we are talking about almost 9 years this coming September the 29th. I will be, been an author for 9 years. Speaking of being an author, I am nominated for Author of the Year with the Memphis Elegance Award. Memphis Elegance Awards. So you can go to the link I'm gonna put attached to this video or in the comments. It will take you to all my links where you can vote for me, get the tickets for this workshop I'm about to talk about. All the things are gonna be in this link. But yeah, a nomination for Author of the Year and Educator of the Year because I'm also a teacher, middle school teacher. But now, you know, I'm also a teacher at heart, which is kind of what I do as a and this what I'm gonna do in this workshop is teach, coach, guide, mentor. Well, coach, mentor, consult, all of the things. And so me mentoring people that I know that want to be authors kind of led me here as well. Ever since I published my first book, a lot of people have asked me, well, how did you do this? How did you do this? Hey, Erica, share this video with someone who you know wants to be an author, just don't know where to start, where to begin, or just need that extra push to go ahead and shoot your shot. But anyway, back to me getting questions from people that I know about how I published my first book. And I was like, wow, I only published one book, but you know what? That is an accomplishment. Like, you've done something that somebody has not done. So they asking you because you've already done it. Like, you've already traveled that road, even though it was one book. It's one book that they're trying to get to that you've already done. So I just say, you know what? Let me just tap into let me get into my element, as Erica Jackson that's in the comments says, get into my element. And I've just really, last couple of years, I've just been kind of tapping into who God's created me to be. But we're not here to talk about that because it's all, let me not stray away from what we're really here for. But I'm just being in my element, and that's bringing you all this workshop in person. I've done something online before, but I miss and enjoy doing events in person, and it's just a greater reward for me and the people to do things in person. And so, not to say I would never do anything online again, it's just that I had made a goal this year is to do in-person events. So I did one in February for Valentine's Day. For my single ladies, we were celebrating love, welcoming and celebrating love. But this time I'm getting with the authors, whether you male, female, doesn't matter. If you want to be a published author, this workshop is for you. Now, 2006, since 2016, that's okay. Yeah, we're almost into a decade of this. I have published 3 books. Now, if you go to my website, I only have 2 books on there. So let me go ahead and talk about the first book. This is the first book, Wait, Women and Intimate Tales. This was published September 29, 2016. Talks about women talking about their first time, if they haven't waited, what was their first time like, and why some of them are choosing to wait, and what sex means to them, to help young ladies make an informed decision about sex. And I was talking about this not too long ago because me and my friend were discussing the Keke Palmer interview on The Breakfast Club, and just talking about her experience with her child's father. And I said, that's why I do what I do. Now, granted, everybody's not waiting to marry. We know waiting till they're married to have sex. However, if you choose to do that, I'm the person you can come to and ask, how do you do that? How are you waiting? Or why should I wait? So that's kind of where I started with all of this. And I just mentioned that on my Facebook post. this first book idea came from an encounter with a young man I was working with at FedEx, and we just lost Fred Smith, the founder of FedEx. So FedEx has a very, very special memory for me because that's where it all started. I was upset about being teased about waiting until I'm married, and it turned into this, and that's all I wanted to do, or I thought I was going to do, but now we came into the next book. Because I can't have an aspiring author's workshop and not tell you about the books that I published so I can help you. So this is Girl Forget All That, Moving Forward After a Relationship Ends, Part 1. It was documenting my first 6 months of a healing process of a relationship that ended in 2018. And then it had stories of other women, actually 8 other women, I'm sorry, then it's 9 including me, that talk about their most difficult breakup. I'm sorry. It may be, we started at chapter 1, because my story is introduction. My story may be chapter 1 is me. So yes, 9 women, including myself. We talk about our most difficult breakup in here, and I was supposed to do a part 2, telling about the rest of my story, but life, like God said, you know what, you're gonna do this. It's so many things changed since I had published this book in 2019. It was April 2019. So I fast forward to 2022. A lot of stuff happened in 2020, 2021, and then 2022, which, when I say a lot of stuff happened, what I mean is relationally, like in the dating world. And this came, so I said, you know what? He said, get rid of the part 1, just do the whole book over and just tell your story. Don't worry about the other women right now. Just tell your story. Because I was interviewing, I was going to do a whole different kind of process to get the information about how women heal from breakups. And so it was a whole thing. But God said, no, just toss it. I pivoted, and now it's just my story from 2018 all the way until 2022. Like things that had happened. Healing from the breakup and some things that happened when I went back into the dating scene. So this is Girl Forget All That, Moving Forward After the Relationship Ends, period. No part 1, no part 2, just the whole process. And so really, I published 3 books. One was included with a survey. Like when I laugh because when I start stuff, I really go all in. Now this is just a sidebar to prove how when I first do something, it's really I jump over all the basics. Like when I started, I like to bake on the side, it's a hobby. And the first thing I baked was a brownie cheesecake. Not a regular cake. Shamil baking a brownie cheesecake. It was in a Christmas Essence magazine. Christmas Thing Essence magazine. I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to make that. And it turned out good. So it was 2 cakes in one. So I'm like, whoa, okay. So I took that whole, like energy and transferred it to here. Because I had to get a survey of women, then turn it into a book. Like, it was a lot. So it's dialogue. It's a conversation. So, like, you see the young ladies just sitting there chatting. And that's really how it goes when ladies are talking, whether you're at a table, at the couch, at your house. Like, this is really how I be looking. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do with the books or anything that I do, make it relatable and very conversational. So yeah, so that was that. And then I did the same kind of thing, surveyed women for Girl Forget All That, but when I got to this one, I just did my story. And so 3 books, all self-published. I have not done traditional publishing, but I know about traditional publishing, which we will talk about at the workshop. So now let's get into what is this workshop about. So I've done the 3 books. I had a lot of wins. I learned a lot of lessons, which are wins as well. So I can tell you, girl, don't do that, or don't do that, because you're going to, lose your money or waste your money. Don't do that. So I made the mistakes, so you don't have to make the mistakes. Or sometimes you just don't know. But that's why this workshop is so important, so you can get some information and tools that you need to make sure you don't make the same mistakes I did. Now, will you make mistakes along the way? Probably so, but I'm going to do my best to share with you things that I learned that will really save you time and money when you're trying to publish your first book. And really, I remember one of my students told me this year, that they thought that I was resourceful. So at this workshop, you will hearing me talk about a lot of resources. If I can't do it, I know somebody who does. Like, that's how sometimes it is. If I can't do it, I know somebody who does, or I know somebody who does, or I could point you in a direction to where you can get to the person that has what you need. And so now, shoot your shot. So I like that. You know, that's a phrase that people talk about all the time. Shooting your shot, just go out in there and do it. And I said, okay, I'm gonna make a basketball theme. And so I think tonight is the last night of the NBA Finals. Is Game 7. So we, in that vein. Now, when the workshop happened, we not, into basketball season, but it's basketball season about to end tonight. And so, but I'm in the basketball city, Memphis Grizzlies. Go Grizzly, home of the grit and grind. So I want to do that. And so during the workshop, I'll kind of have a few basketball terminology throughout there, because the title is already there, shoot your shot thing. So I love it. Now, when is this going to take place? August 23rd, 11 to 2:30 p.m. Lunch is included in that time. It's going to be at the Hub on Briarcrest, 6000 Briarcrest Avenue. The address is so easy to remember. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so I have plenty of flyers here that I'm trying to put together. Yeah, 6000 Briarcrest Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38120. This is a flyer that I have. So how much does it cost? Now that is the question. How much is it going to cost? So the early bird starts tomorrow, and I'm planning to start sales. Well, let's see. They no later than 12 o'clock. They might start a little bit earlier, but right now they're scheduled to release those tickets at 12 o'clock. And let's just keep it at that, so we won't have to worry about, if somebody missed it. If I change it after, I'm saying 12. We do 12 o'clock. I thought I wanted to change to 11. But the early birds tickets are on sale from June 23rd to August 3rd, and they're $119.13 with the fees. And then the regular price starts August the 4th through August the 21st. That's two days before the event happens. $142.55. So there is all those fees are included in that price. On Eventbrite, there are 10 spots available, and for those 10 spots, the first 5 people that register, listen, you need to do a drum roll. Do a drum roll for this. What are the people who are the first 5 people who register? What are they gonna get? What do y'all think they gonna get? What do y'all think? If you look at the Eventbrite link, you probably already know. But what do you think the first 5 people who register are going to get? Let me know in the comments if you are live here. Make sure we get. Okay. For those of you on, am I clear? Am I skipping? Hopefully not. If not, we will have to do all this again tomorrow. But yes. What do you think the first 5 people are going to get when they register? The first 5 people. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you. A bookmark. No. Nope. Not even close. Not a bookmark. Something even better. Something even better. But speaking of bookmarks, I do have laminated bookmarks for my second book that I was given for free last month because it was the birthday month for it. But I'm in the process of making it a thing. So that means the price is going to change for the book. I might even laminate these too, the weight bookmarks. So, no bookmark. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about who the first 5 people can get. The first 5 registrants for the event are going to get a free 30-minute coaching session one-on-one with me that you have to use in the year 2025. So this event is in August, and then from October to December, you have the opportunity to take advantage of a 30-minute coaching session with me, one-on-one, just you and me, whatever you want to talk about in regards to your book. Because if you're like me, you're going to get this information on August 23rd. You're going to go home, look at it, start it, and be like, you know what? I got a question. How do I do work around this? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And so there's that. You have the opportunity to ask or get guidance on that in that 30-minute session. Now, I have shared videos, or we have videos, posts about people who have worked with me to publish a book, and they've talked to me on the phone with 30 minutes or an hour, and they were able to go ahead and release their book. Some of them have questions, some didn't. It just depends on the person, I guess. But that's what the one-on-one is for, because I'm tailoring it to you. Doing my best that I can. Then I do that as a teacher too. I have students that none of them are the same. No two students are the same. So no two authors are going to be the same. So I have to kind of keep that in mind in the one-on-one. But before the coaching session, I'm definitely going to know, what are the specifics around your book and where you at. All that stuff we'll get into once you book the session. But that's what the first 5 people are going to get. A free 30-minute one-on-one coaching session, but you have to use it in 2025, and it has to be between October and November. It's in October, November, or December. So yeah, get your book in for the new year. I think this is perfect. You're gonna come to this workshop in August, and then you're gonna be writing the book during, you might have already started writing the book. You just need a little help with getting it out there, getting it published, or you might not have started at all, but you probably, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about, timeline. No two authors are the same, so your journey to becoming an author is not going to look the same as another. It's not going to look like my journey. It's not going to look like my journey. It's not going to look like another person's journey. So you really can't sometimes compare for one. It's one tip, because your lives are not the same. So you really have to tailor your journey to become an author to your life. I can give you the tools and the tips, but you still got to even tailor those things according to your lifestyle, to your budget, all the things. So that's more we can talk about at the workshop. But yeah, ticket sales costs, like rental cost sales on Eventbrite, 10 spots available. I want to keep it in an intimate setting because you're going to have questions. And so, I teach with students with classroom, because I do intervention. So I don't even have more than 10 students. So it's kind of hard to, meet the needs of students who really need it if you got a lot of students. So I like intimate settings, so we can really dive into what we need to dive into and move on and in a certain time span. Okay, let's see. Oh, if let's say you're not interested in this workshop for yourself, you can definitely sponsor a ticket for someone. We love sponsors. Yes. We love sponsors. How do we sign up? You sign up, you can go to the link. There is the post that I originally made to announce the tickets and the live, the link is there. It's a Linktree link that I'm going to share here as well. Either I'm going to put it in the comments, because Facebook don't be letting you put the link at the caption of the video. So I might have to put it in the comments. I might can do it now. Or maybe not. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. No. Okay, nope, it's not there. Okay, yes it did, it let me. So now I just put the Eventbrite link, the actual link, instead of the Linktree. So I'm sorry, I can put the Eventbrite link, or the Linktree link. And the Linktree link take you to all my things, YouTube, podcast. Speaking of podcasts, I do a podcast. Girl, forget all that podcast. We on break right now because girl got a lot of stuff going on. So she probably not going to return to September, because we got to get through this workshop. And then we got to pause and we got to start that back up. So yeah, it'll be September. In fact, yes, I thought about it today. It's going to be September when the podcast starts back up. So I went from author, took my book and made it into a podcast. So another thing about being an author, there's so much to talk about, and I'm excited about this 3 hours, and that includes lunch. Lunch will be in there. It will be provided by Pyros. It was going to originally be at Pyros, actually, y'all. But due to me to have to extend the time of the workshop, it needed to change location. But I found a great location. It's inside of a coffee shop. Now, later on, I will have specifics about the coffee because I forgot what they informed me about the coffee. And I didn't want to put it in the Eventbrite if I didn't have the exact details. But I'm going to get information about the coffee later, and I'll just add it to it. Because right now, I think they have a deal where you order some coffee for like $25 or something. People can get the coffee, the cream, and all that type of stuff. So, we shall see how that goes. I'll let you know. But lunch will definitely be served during this time, and that's around 12:30. It started at 11. You can come in at 10:50. Doors open at 10:50. That's on the Eventbrite link. It tells you all of that. So parking is great. It's great. If you're familiar with the Memphis area, very familiar. It's off of Poplar across from the Target, the whole loop, Target, Best Buy. A lot of stuff is over there. Poplar Ridge right here. So that's where this place is. It's very spacious. I should put the picture. I'm put the pictures. I'm gonna try to put the pictures of the place inside the Eventbrite. I've never done that before, so that's something new I could do. Put the pictures of the location in there. It's Memphis themed. I like it. So yeah, and we're gonna shoot our shots, guys. I think that I talked about everything I need to say. The price, early bird is June 23rd through August the 3rd. The regular is August the 4th through August 21st. The QR code is on the QR code that's on the flyer. It does take you to all my links where you shoot your shot, Aspiring Authors Workshop. When you go to that link, 11 a.m. to 2:30, lunch will be served. 10 spots available only. So if you are one of the first 5 people to register, you get a free 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with me that you have to use in 2025. It's going to be either in October, November, December that you'll be able to schedule your coaching session, and we'll get into all those specifics after the workshop. You can either schedule it right after the workshop, or like when it ends, you say, Shamil, I want to schedule my workshop now. Let's go on, let me get it in. Or you want to go ahead and work on your book a little bit more and then say, okay, I got a problem, I got a question, let me go and schedule the workshop now. But just keep in mind, you definitely got to use by the end of this year. But yeah, so what else we're going to be talking about? Okay, I skipped over all that, y'all. Okay, writing process, publishing, marketing, launching. Now, am I a marketing guru? No. However, so I do know a lot of things about marketing that I have tried and failed and tried and succeeded. So again, I'm giving you some tips. In fact, I'm going to share a few little tips. I'm gonna have quick little chats as we go into the workshop, because it's tons of stuff out there. It's so many things to learn about becoming an author. So I'm going to share a few things throughout each month of may it be about writing, publishing, marketing, launching your book. What does that look like? There's something. Now the second book here, I didn't even have a in-person launch party. Like y'all. After that first, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it this year. I had a virtual lunch party, and that was cool. It was cool. I think it was something about the sound. I think I didn't like what happened, but I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again. But it was just very interesting to do. And I'm so grateful for the ladies that joined me in that lunch party. Yes, and they were at my third lunch party, but my second in person, so they were there as well. So it's good to have support as you do this, become an author and launch your book that you want the world to read. Okay, let's see. I think I missed. Okay, I thought I missed some comments. Okay, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. We have a featured author in the chat. Michelle Keller. She has her link. Her website is live now. She's got her book coming out. 364 dates? I think is what it is. We met at a podcasting workshop back in March. I think it was this year. So networking is important. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. We are right at almost 8 o'clock. I don't want to be long, but I think I covered the basics. how this workshop began, because I like to help people. Anything I know, I like to share. I love sharing knowledge. I just like, hence me being a teacher at heart, and then guiding you along the way to meet your goal. And I'm an intervention teacher. Intervention is all about setting goals and helping the students meet the goals. And I even talk to them about things they can do to help meet their goals. So I'm doing the same thing, just in a different space. Yeah, and I've helped people that I know. I have 3 books, but 2 only available right now to purchase, or 2. Okay, when? Yeah, August 23rd, 11 to 2:30. You can go to the link in the comments, or the Linktree link to go to Eventbrite, purchase your ticket. Remember, early bird ends August 3rd. Basically, when August gets here, you got 3 days in August to take advantage of the early bird. But once August 4th gets here, we are going into the regular price. If you're one of the first 5, you get a free coaching session. Yeah, we're going to talk about writing, publishing, marketing, launching your book, celebrating it. 10 spots available. And if you want to sponsor somebody, great. I love it. Because a lot of times people want to do things, but just sometimes it don't work out that they can do it at that time. So if you want to sponsor somebody, that is awesome. So anyway, have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, or you can message me, email me, breakingitdowncj.com. Hold on, that's my website, www.breakingitdowncj.com, and my email is breakingitdowncj@gmail.com. Yep, we got lunch going to be served, pyros. I haven't decided. Now, as we get closer to the time, I'll decide on the exact food. Like, there's pizza there. If you're familiar with Pyros, they have pizza. It's a pizza place. And so I had pizza at my last event, but I kind of want to try something different. But it may just be pizza, the 4 different kinds of pizza. You have your vegetarian, just the 4 basics. And that went pretty well. So we shall see. But I'll make sure, I do want to let y'all know that where the food is coming from. So if you're not interested in the food, then you can make arrangements for that. But that's who the food is going to be for, and I'll keep y'all posted about coffee if you're a coffee drinker. And I'll update that when you register, you'll be getting emails from me, so I'll keep you posted about that as well. I might have to put, even if you don't register, I think some things I might have to put in the event details as an update. But like, for example, the coffee, if there be coffee already available to you, that would be something that I would have to update you on. But all right, so we're going to get out of here. Have a great Sunday, rest of your Sunday evening. Get ready if you have to go to work on Monday morning like I do. Have a great week. And I am going to be, like I said, I'm going to be going live. Not tomorrow, because I went live today, but I'm trying to go live. It might be Sundays. I thought I was going to do Mondays, but I think I'm going to do Sunday nights at 7:30. We're going to have a quick little chat about some things about becoming an author as we lead up to this event. And I'll keep y'all posted on the dates for that. Let me say again, tickets going to sell tomorrow. You'll be able to start at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. You'll be able to purchase those tickets on your lunch break. You hear me? Your lunch break, okay? But anyway, have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.